Hello, everyone! Welcome to our YouTube channel. Meghan Markle plans a secret trip to a remote island with Harry and their children, Archie and Lilibet, to escape royal drama and focus on family and friends this summer. Amid ongoing feuds with the royal family and a busy year, Meghan launched her lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, and has faced criticism for the timing of her actions. Now, she seeks 2 months of relaxation before a busy autumn. The family may also visit Disneyland, as their kids are big fans. Meghan recently completed filming a new Netflix cooking series, coinciding with her brand's launch. Harry and Meghan are the architects of their own chaos, creating drama wherever they go. If they decide to retreat to their opulent secret island for 2 months, it would be a welcome respite for everyone else. In fact, their prolonged absence might be just what the world needs to finally find some peace from their relentless antics. Their constant quest for attention has grown tiresome, and perhaps a longer stay away would allow them to reflect on the chaos they leave in their wake. The irony is palpable. The very drama they seek to escape is of their own making. If only they could see the benefit of staying away indefinitely, it would be a blessing for everyone involved. Their so-called secret trip is anything but secret, plastered all over the media. If Meghan truly wanted to keep it under wraps, she should have kept her mouth shut. The irony is glaring. How can it be a secret when it's making headlines everywhere? It is almost as if they crave the attention they claim to despise. If the intention was genuine, they've completely missed the mark. It's amusing how they tout their need for privacy while orchestrating these high-profile getaways. If this trip were truly meant to be private, it wouldn't be the talk of every media outlet. Instead, it seems like another calculated move to stay in the spotlight under the guise of seeking peace. The contradiction is laughable, and it only underscores their talent for creating drama even when they claim to be escaping it. Meghan wants to go to a remote island with Harry and their children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, to escape all the royal drama this summer. According to a source, this made me smile. How is she going to get away from all the drama when she is the one who creates the drama? And if it is an escape, why is she telling everyone? Is this going to be yet another rebrand? To find yet another strategy to deal with the royal family? What does the royal family need to deal with? They are just busy getting on with their jobs, with the usual uncomplaining grace. The royal family settled the issue back in 2020, when the Queen decided they did not meet the standard of integrity required to represent her, and sent them packing, minus His Royal Highness. Clearly, Meghan is miffed that she didn't get her own way with the Queen. She hasn't got her way with the King either. No His Royal Highness for the kids! Evicted from Frogmore Cottage. Meghan seems to think if she says how hurt she is, the King is going to change his mind. He won tea. The royal family went to some trouble to get rid of them and plan to keep it that way. Meghan has even talked about a trip to Disneyland, as she knows they will be well looked after there. So, they are planning to take the kids along. Not for genuine family bonding, but so they can shirk their responsibilities while enjoying the luxuries themselves. And, predictably, we still want to see their faces. I am seriously tired of these two constantly insulting our intelligence. They preach about privacy and a desire for normalcy, yet they orchestrate media spectacles at every turn. The contradiction is infuriating. It is clear they thrive on the attention they claim to despise, manipulating public perception while pretending to seek refuge from it. Their actions are not just hypocritical. They are an ongoing farce that disrespects anyone who has invested even an ounce of belief in their narrative. The sheer audacity of their constant, calculated moves to stay in the spotlight, all while playing the victim, is both exhausting and transparent. It is time they stop the charade and realize the public is far more perceptive than they give credit for. Let's not forget, they are no longer considered royals he might be by birth, but certainly not that other one whose hair hangs like a rat's tail. The audacity with which they continue to trade on their former titles is astounding. How many Netflix crew members will be accompanying them this time, I wonder? Their every move seems orchestrated for the cameras, turning what should be private family moments into a spectacle for public consumption. It's almost as if they can't exist without the constant validation and attention from the media. Their attempts to curate a narrative of privacy and normalcy are laughable when their actions scream otherwise. They've become caricatures of themselves, constantly seeking the limelight they claim to shun. And who can blame us for questioning their sincerity when every trip, every so-called private moment, is accompanied by a full production crew ready to capture their every contrived emotion. The irony is rich, and the public's patience is wearing thin. It is high time they either embraced their chosen roles as media personalities or genuinely stepped back from the spotlight. But this constant, tiresome charade of playing at being both private citizens and public figures is wearing everyone out. Their inability to commit to one path only further erodes whatever credibility they have left. But in fact, there's no way Meghan will take Harry's kids to Disneyland. They can be hidden there, and the very idea is laughable. She's just putting this lie out there to pretend they are doing something wholesome and relatable. It's yet another calculated move in their endless PR game. The truth is, Disneyland is far too public for someone as obsessed with controlling her image as Meghan. The logistics alone would be a nightmare, with photographers and curious onlookers everywhere. It is just another smoke and mirrors tactic to divert attention from their real agenda. Meghan's constant narrative spinning is transparent to anyone paying attention. Claiming they'll take the kids to a place as crowded and exposed as Disneyland is just another way to manipulate public perception. It's a ploy to make them seem like any other family, doing normal, everyday things. But we all know that in reality, their lives are anything but normal. They've made a career out of being elusive and enigmatic. And dragging the kids into this charade is just another way to keep their names in the headlines. The irony is palpable. They preach privacy and normalcy while staging every aspect of their lives for maximum media impact. It's tiring to watch them play this constant game of deception, pretending to seek solitude and peace while actually courting attention at every turn. Meghan knows full well that a trip to Disneyland would be anything but private. Yet she dangles the idea out there as if it were a plausible scenario. After all, Harry and Meghan's behavior was reprehensible. Their actions were not just misguided, but intentionally destructive. They told numerous lies, each one calculated to cause maximum damage to Harry's family and to the monarchy itself. This was not a case of misunderstanding or miscommunication. It was a deliberate and malicious campaign to undermine the very institution that gave them their platform. The depths of their betrayal are staggering. They aired grievances and personal vendettas on a global stage, knowing full well the repercussions it would have. By painting the royal family in the darkest possible light, they didn't just seek to free themselves from its influence, but to tarnish its reputation irreparably. This is malicious in the extreme, and there is no going back from it. The fallout from their actions has been profound. Trust has been shattered, and relationships that took decades to build have been irreparably harmed. The monarchy, an institution that has withstood centuries of change and upheaval, has been left reeling from their relentless assault. The very fabric of the family has been torn apart by their actions, and the wounds they have inflicted may never fully heal. Moreover, their behavior has set a dangerous precedent. They have shown that they are willing to sacrifice anything and anyone in their quest for autonomy and attention. This isn't just a family feud. It's a calculated effort to rewrite history and position themselves as perpetual victims. Their actions have made it clear that nothing is sacred, and no one is off limits in their pursuit of personal gain. It might be a great idea if they actually had children. Meghan will simply not let the lie rest. This couple thrives on creating drama wherever they go. That is what keeps their mugs in the tabloids. So, any so-called plan to escape drama just means they are going to create drama in a different location. Spare me! She may want to run away to a desert island to escape all the pressure, poor things. But while she is away, someone may lock the door and not let them back in. Or is that what they are planning? Papa, I am locked out. My key isn't working. Can we come and stay with you in Windsor Castle? I think there are probably a lot of people who like Meghan to go on a secret trip to a remote island with Harry and their children and never hear of them again. You know that's so much for a secret getaway. She has let OK Magazine know she wants a holiday away from the drama she has caused. If she makes it past 7 days, she will be lucky. This woman can stand being out of the public for more than a few hours, let alone 2 months. Guaranteed there will be photos of Harry and the head or back of the kiddies, whose home an island, and according to Markle's, it has to be luxurious. What friend? Could it be Ms. Williams or maybe Harry's polo buddy? You better pack another suitcase for all the dramas. Be very surprised if they are away longer than a week. Their relevance will begin to fade before 7 days if they are not bombarding us with secret sources, awards, and park photo shoots. Okay, even great. A few months of no reports of them while they are on their secret holiday on a remote island. Oh, but wait, this is Harry and her we are talking about. Will it be endless pictures, taken by unknown strangers on the remote island, just to keep them in the news? Endless reports of them supposedly being seen by total strangers on this remote island having a great family holiday, blah. Blah, just like they have done before, or the Netflix crew filming their every move, and her photography friend taking the photos. This secret summer holiday is just another stunt for these two to draw attention to themselves. If they weren't so attention-hungry, quietly went away, and did have a nice, private, quiet family holiday, that would be nice. But we all know there will be nothing private about this trip, even on their holidays. There is money to be made by photo ops and PR stories, so it will be nothing more than a busman holiday, and we will be endlessly bombarded by them, unfortunately. Harry and Meghan's behavior continues to baffle and frustrate. They claim that the UK is not safe enough for them to visit, citing endless security concerns, yet they consider a trip to Disney World, one of the most crowded and public places on Earth. How do they reconcile this glaring contradiction? The explanation is simple, there isn't one. Their narrative of constant danger in the UK falls apart when juxtaposed with the idea of mingling with 53,000 daily visitors at Disney World. The sheer volume of people at Disney World, all armed with mobile phones ready to capture photos of the elusive couple and their children, would create a security nightmare. If they are so concerned about their safety and privacy, how do they justify exposing themselves and their children to such an environment? It is almost laughable to think that they would choose such a public venue if their primary concern was truly security. Moreover, their claim about privacy seems even more hypocritical when considering the potential devaluation of their carefully curated image. With thousands of visitors potentially snapping and sharing photos, the exclusivity and value of any photos they might sell would plummet. This raises the question, are their security concerns genuine, or are they just a convenient excuse to control their narrative and maintain their lucrative deals? The idea of them hiding away in a hotel room to avoid being photographed at Disney World is equally absurd. If they were not going to engage in the activities the park offers, what's the point of the trip? And if they do venture out, there's no doubt they will be photographed, further undermining their claims of needing intense privacy and security measures. The truth is, their behavior is inconsistent and self-serving. They manipulate their public image, claiming danger and privacy concerns when it suits them, while seeking out high-profile, crowded venues when they want to be seen. This constant flip-flopping only serves to insult the intelligence of the public, who can clearly see through the charade. If they are truly concerned about their safety and privacy, their actions should reflect that consistently, rather than contradicting their own statements with every new move they make. Harry and Meghan constantly affirm the existence of Archie and Lilibet, yet rarely publicize their images, causing many to doubt. If they really take their children to such a crowded place like Disney World, with tens of thousands of visitors each day, how can they hide them? Surely, someone will capture and share photos of these children. The truth is, if Archie and Lilibet truly exist and attend this trip, there is no way they can completely avoid the public's curious eyes. This would be an opportunity to verify suspicions and put an end to the rumors about hiding the existence of these children. If Harry and Meghan continue to conceal, refusing to publicly show genuine images of their children in a public setting like Disney World, it will only increase skepticism. The public will keep questioning the real reason behind this secrecy. Do they have something to hide? Or is this just a part of their media strategy to maintain public interest? With the number of people visiting Disney World daily, it is impossible for anyone to spot and capture photos of the children if they are truly there. So, what will the truth be? Will Harry and Meghan continue to hide the existence of Archie and Lilibet? The public is waiting to see if this couple has the courage to reveal everything, or if they will continue to keep secrets and fuel skepticism. Their next actions will be the clearest answer to all these questions. Sounds like a sickly sweet nursery rhyme on the last page of Meghan's sickly sweet kids' book, The Bench. Of our royal family, two are going through cancer treatment recovery, One are recovering from a nasty accident, and the rest are doing what is expected, supporting charities and organizations, giving out awards and donations, not receiving them. Ah, yes, a busy year. Markle samples dog biscuits and dresses up as a Nigerian, and Harry accepts undeserved awards. They must be exhausted. Maybe Pitcairn Island would suit them. Then just two thoroughly disagreeable, adult-sized whiny babies who threw a global temper tantrum expecting to get their own way and failed. Seriously? I don't understand escape drama. What drama? The royal family is getting on with their lives and is not bothered by the gruesome twosome. Harry and Meghan will probably have to close Disneyland to the public, so they can take the invited can to have anyone seeing or taking unpaid photos of them. And I don't care about their holiday plans. They are nobodies. Do they want to know mine? So someone who never does a stroke of work wants a holiday away from work on a desert island? It has to be a luxury holiday, of course. But hang on a minute, did someone say it will be 2 months long? That is highly unlikely. 2 months out of the limelight? Never. In tradition, why not introduce them to her newly discovered homeland of Nigeria? The experience of seeing where their mother's ancestors came from should be good for their future development in life. Could make an opportunity for another Netflix moneymaker at the same time. As you are aware, there are some individuals who could argue that this is extremely evocative of a song that was performed by none other than Phil Collins. Are you familiar with the mega-hit film Separate Lives? This is exactly what is taking place inside the mansion that Harry and Meghan are currently occupying in Montecito at this very moment. Permit me to expand. When you take a look at the story of Harry and Meghan, it is really intriguing. Isn't it? This is certainly the case. A soap opera is what it is, on a more human level. However, I find it interesting that all of these difficulties have been brought about by individuals. This is something that I find really intriguing. This is something that I have mentioned to you before. But when you consider the platform that they had, it was something that was very remarkable. You could not ask for a better platform. The associations, the relationships, and the individuals could have combined and done a lot of good with their platform if you were marketing someone and said, "Here is the biggest platform we can give you." You could not ask for a better platform. According to the famous words of Harry, they raced away for the freedom flight, whined, and then assumed that they were going to make a lot of money once they got there. However, whining ends up being relatively short-lived. To tell you the truth, it is the issue. Your narrative can only be told a certain number of times. Furthermore, it would appear that the United States of America is now just as frustrated as the United Kingdom and, I am certain, the rest of the Commonwealth. A lot of people adored Harry. There is no way to get around this fact. I have mentioned to you in the past that she is extremely well liked alongside Her Majesty the Queen. To inflate that out of proportion on that level requires some effort. It has been suggested by a number of individuals that it is all due to the association with his wife, Meghan, who has been experiencing a wide range of issues ever since she became a member of the royal establishment, as of right moment. However, according to that source, it appears that distinct lives are taking place. Permit me to expand. It is not much of a challenge at all. The fact that Harry is eager to get back to his old life in the United Kingdom is something that we mentioned to you not too long ago. In addition, I am not in the least bit proposing that a divorce is on the horizon nonetheless. It is possible to argue that after 6 years, the dream has become a source of disappointment. You do, in fact, miss certain aspects of your previous life. Your words cause you to ponder and wonder what the other person is doing, regardless of what you say. You have read about that. It would appear that the wedding of the Duke of Westminster was one of the factors that triggered the event. Having missed out on that, he believed that it would have been a wonderful idea to connect with others, and he was extremely upset about it. And of course, was a close buddy of his to the end. However, you must understand that the more significant problem was that, well, a lot of people did not want the baggage or the drama that was involved with it. Now, according to this source, who has worked very closely with Harry and Meghan. According to this source, basically, if she wants to manage her life in California, then that is the agreement. The agreement also includes the possibility that he may choose to live in London for a portion of his life if he so desires. On the other hand, she is not going to return to London or the United Kingdom. This is the most significant news. A lack of interest, a lack of desire, and a lack of desire to proceed. And so, whatever he decides, if he wants to link himself back to his old life. And I don't mean former life in the royal sense, but even just seeing friends for drinks, going to a bar, or going to a rugby match. All of the things that he is said to miss, he will be able to do it. I've been told that Harry was particularly moved by the sight of his older brother attending the football game. I believe that had a significant impact on him. The bottom line was that, he is now considering that particular alternative as a potential course of action. When you actually stop to think about it, it's rather sad because, clearly, I am aware that couples have this diverse move in which they travel into separate lanes. However, it is quite evident that she is establishing the law and stating, "I do not want this, and I do not require this. Get out of here and go your separate way if you want to do this." The fascinating thing about this situation is that Harry definitely needs to grow and move on with his life, and some people could propose that he should reunite with his family. First and foremost, make an effort to re-establish a connection with the people who once admired him. The possibility exists, however, that this will result in a separation, which Meghan will reportedly be content with. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching our video. And I want to know what you think about these issues. Please express your opinion in the comments below. Hope you will always be cheerful and happy. Don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Goodbye and see you again in the next videos.